Hello and welcome back to the Hotel Advisory Expert channel. Today we are going to talk about energy savings in hotels and how you can achieve this quite easily. Today I'm here in the studio with Henrik Lauland, who runs a company called Smart Cloud Energy. This company has just been set up in Thailand and is here to help hoteliers and commercial building owners with their energy costs and cutting down these energy costs. So over to Henry. Henry, what made you set up Smart Cloud Energy in Thailand?
Yeah, well, first of all, I've been living in Thailand for some years now, but I am now a partner in a global network of a UK company that do energy monitoring and savings and energy management. And I see big potential here in Thailand. We don't have a partner already in Thailand. We have in 100 other countries. And I see big potential for energy savings here, and many companies are becoming more aware of their energy use and are interested in reducing their carbon footprint. So we decided to start a company here.
Okay, that's excellent. So who's your competition in Thailand at the moment?
Well, so basically what we're doing is that we have hardware and software that we install in buildings, can install in a hotel or other commercial building, that will monitor the energy use in real time. And this can be done on different levels. So we can do a whole building, we can do on individual circuits, and down to individual plug level. So every single device we can measure in real time from minute to minute how much it's using. And this is tremendous benefit because then we can also identify where the waste is and recommend measures to reduce the energy waste. And we can even put in equipment that are, because everything is connected to the internet and we have a cloud-based platform that we can control the things. So we can put in equipment that can control, for example, aircon or coolers and things like that. And in that way provide up to 43% energy savings. And you ask about who the competition is. We are quite niche in this product, where we only focus on this energy monitoring and reduction. There are other big companies like Schneider and Siemens that have it as part of the big product portfolio, but they're usually much more expensive and much more complex. So in some sense, we don't feel we have competition.
Okay. Yeah. So what is the focus of your marketing efforts?
So we are focusing on commercial because these are the clients that have a big energy use. And particular hotels, many hotels, especially here in Thailand where the climate is hot, have big electricity bills. It takes a lot of electricity to cool the hotel, so that's a big area.
Yes, actually hotels pay about 6 to 8% of their top line in energy costs. So, So you could make a big difference to their utility bills.
Exactly, yeah. So if you can reduce that, let's say 20 to 30%, it also increases the value of the asset because it's going on the bottom line, right? So,
yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So what sort of energy savings does this equipment, cloud-based software, hardware bring to a hotel, for example?
Yeah, so actually there was made a report on what would be the best way to save energy. I think it was American Council of Energy Efficient Economy that created this report, and they listed all these measures you could do to reduce energy. And the number one, they rated based on how fast return on investment. And the number one was to install a energy monitoring system. So this would be the first step. So this is the one that gives the fastest return on investment.
Okay. Yeah. But in terms of percentage, what kind of percentage can they look forward to?
It is said that up to 40% of our energy is wasted. So this is potential saving that could be. Often we see 20 to 30% is a typical number. Yeah.
Well, given the fact that utilities account for 6 to 8% of the top line revenue of the hotel, I think we are even 40% reduction, you said up to 40%,
Yeah.
but even a 20% reduction
Yeah.
is a huge savings in operating costs.
It is, yeah, and that's why we see big potential here. So
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is, when you begin working with a hotel to reduce their energy costs, you will start at monitoring, their
Energy use.
energy use,
Yeah.
right? And from there, this is the starting point. But from
Yes.
there, you could move to other areas like, for example, solar cells and windmills, etc. Right?
Yeah. So usually the first step is that we install this monitoring system, and then we run that for a while, and then we can show the hotel owner where they are wasting energy. And then we can recommend things they could do, some quick wins that they can do quickly, maybe at low cost, no cost options. The next step from there, so usually that would reduce the energy bill to some extent. Next step would have to be implementing slightly more complex measures, so they could be put in sensors and devices that can control the equipment through different logics. It could be an aircon that needs to run more efficient. It could be some coolers that doesn't need to be turned on 24/7, so they can be shut off at some times and on at other times.
Okay.
So using this Internet of Things intelligence to strip out all the waste of energy. Yeah. And then from there, once we have made it kind of more energy efficient, and we see, okay, now we have eliminated all the waste, then it's time to look at other things like solar energy or wind and things like that. Yeah, because you get the fastest return on investment through energy efficiency compared to these other energy sources. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that a question that a lot of hotel owners would be wanting to know is, how much does this cost them?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, because oftentimes it doesn't cost them anything, because the energy savings will actually be more.
Not anything, is that right? Did I hear you right, Henry?
So the way it works is, often we are able to arrange a leasing company to finance the deal, and that means that the energy saving will pay for itself, and we even have partners globally that have paid the customer upfront for starting a project. So,
wow.
Yeah.
This sounds really good. I hope you hoteliers out there are listening to how you can actually reduce your utility bills, achieve more efficiency, and all this costs you nothing, or rather the energy savings pay for your somebody else's investment into your property, so that they can earn a return on financing your asset. Wow. So if a hotel owner wants to know more, what is the next step, Henrik?
Yeah, so what we usually start with is a free gap analysis. So this is a desktop analysis where we will ask a few questions, and then we will look at where are they today, where could they potentially be in future, and then we will from there recommend a plan.
Please like and subscribe our videos. And Henry, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure meeting you and